Previously on Wine Wars.
What? Babe. What? Babe. What? He's not saying anything. Babe. What? He probably left the room. He probably left the country. Babe. What? Babe.
Did he just give you the not right finger?
He knows how much she loves birds.
Babe.
Wine Wars, the show with four friends who love three things: wine and Star Wars.
Welcome to Wine Wars. You're joining the four of us as we sniff, sip, and talk about wine live from our kitchen here in Madison, Wisconsin. I am your excellent host and spectator, and with me as always are Jason.
Bonjour.
How's your mood?
Slim to none.
Right. Amy.
Hello, Ann Spectator.
How is your mood?
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, like a sunshiny rose. Mm-hmm. And Scott,
Hello, Anne.
how's your mood?
Let me consult my ring.
Focus Periuge.
Blue.
Walnut? Is this walnut?
It's black walnut.
Tungsten.
My mood is walnut.
Okay, sure.
Does that help?
Mine is ready for vacation.
That's true. Yeah. That is, when listeners hear that, we'll be back by the time this airs.
Yeah, man.
But when...
We're going to be so sunburned.
that is true.
I am going to have so many freckles.
Wisconsinites do not have pigment.
No.
So when people hear this, they won't have the time to rob our houses. So we can. It's fair to share now that we're
Fair to share.
taking a Jamaican vacation
I feel like we're going to have to do a couple episodes.
from the road.
Record a little something. Like, doesn't everybody want to know more about pineapple daiquiris from an all-inclusive resort?
Fuck yes.
Yeah, we're going to explore that.
If our podcast,
Oh my God.
Tell you what about podcast.
He's not from the Midwest at all. Oh my God.
if it wasn't niche enough already, we're gonna get nicher.
Jamaican all-inclusive.
All inclusive resorts from Jamaica Runaway Bay.
Oh, that sounds great, eh?
Well, you have that to look forward to. But tonight, things are getting real with the boys.
Oh my
Real
God.
Jedi wine training
They're going to school.
coming our way.
The Padawans are going in for some Skywalker.
Some training.
Some
Yeah.
training.
We have to focus
Yeah.
and lift the Master
do
Jedi. Or there is no try.
Yeah.
There really isn't when it comes. So, Jason and myself are undertaking the Wine, Spirits, and Education Trust Level 2. We're jumping right to Level 2, which really doesn't mean all that much.
Aren't you guys going to Chicago to
In
take
Chicago.
the test? Or school?
Yeah.
Whatever.
So the Wine and Spirits Education Trust is a company, or not a company. It's actually a non-profit that is
So it's
focused.
quite charitable.
Yes. Well, they're sharing wine knowledge throughout the world.
That's
man.
important. I'm
Well,
pro.
I think they're trusting us with it.
I'm pro.
They are entrusting.
I
us
want to
with
save
wine
the
knowledge.
animals, stop evictions, and spread the word of
This
wine.
just sounds like a write-off.
for
guys.
England. Well, it was started in England in the late '60s and built up in the '70s and expanded to the U.S. in the '90s as kind of that standard for wine education. So the Wine Spirit Education Trust is what Jason and I are going on. They have four
Do you
different.
think they speak in British?
Maybe we should do that.
Speaking British when we get there.
I'm from Madison,
Hello, Governor. I'm from Madison, Wisconsin. I am.
This is a shabless.
Oh my God.
Do it.
My wine book did come from Cleveland.
Cleveland is from New York, not as good as the original York. So that's what we're gonna fail at in a few weeks here. It's insulting these wine educators. No, but
Put this episode out after the test.
Yeah, really.
I think it'll come in like a week before,
Nope.
but we'll do some follow-ups. So it's actually put on by multiple different avenues throughout the world. So it's available in the Europe, the U.S., the Middle East, China, Hong Kong developed a program last year. So it's expanded and kind of become the standard bearer for wine education throughout the world, really.
So it's a class and a test.
Yes. So
It's a
you
certification.
must go through various tests at the different levels. So level 1 is really just kind of your introductory, more or less base level wine education.
This is red.
That's a white. It's a white wine, it is.
Hello, red wine.
The level 2 that we're doing is really
That's what I say every time I open up. Oh, hello, red wine. Well, I want to drink you, I am.
Chip cheerio.
Y'all are a hoot and a holler.
Level 2 gets a little more specific, where we actually will have to do some blind tasting. And
You think they're going to blindfold you?
no, they don't blindfold us. They just pour you wines and say,
No,
Would be a lot
And then
cooler
they-
if they did.
Handcuff
I was
them.
going to say bad things. I'm just going to hold back. Holding back.
So you get blindfolded and handcuffed.
yes.
And then
that
they
is
pour wine all over your torso. And then what happens?
Well, then
The Madonna's on you.
then Jason has to lick it off my abdomen and figure out where that wine came from.
Oh, God, that's definitely a Beaujolais. Ooh, too tannic. Too young. Too young.
Yeah, it tastes like a millennial.
Terroir or navel?
But the Wine Spirit Education Trust is highly respected. If you work in the wine
You guys
industry,
are fucked.
if you work in the wine industry or are a wine enthusiast, where Jason and I would fall into, you probably will go through at least the level 2 program, which would help you become familiar with more or less the basic popular wines of the world, I would say. So it's going to walk us through France, Bordeaux, Loire, Burgundy. Then it'll hit Italy, it'll hit California, probably Australia, things like that.
It's from what I've been studying already. It's very much the kind of the basic general information that kind of we talk about a lot on this podcast. It's all the different varietals. It's how to read a wine label. It gives you the basics of how to distill wine or distill liquors. So it's just great all around booze
wine knowledge. And it is more heavily focused on the academia portion of it than the Guild of Sommeliers. So,
Gonna
if you
nerd out with your cork out.
nerd out with, that's a good little tagline there for
Could be a T-shirt or a wine tote.
Let's make that and wear it to the test. Nerd out with your cork out.
Yeah.
And then speaking British, you guys don't even have to take the test. They're just
Nerd
gonna
out with
usher you in to a red velvet room full of sommeliers.
Yeah, really, we're just going to go watch a Harry Potter marathon and drink wine.
Hey, do
In
you
Chicago for
do you wanna do
2
that?
nights.
fuck this thing?
We
I'd
could
be
probably
in
do
on
that in
that.
24 hours. We could pull that off. This is actually more heavily focused on the academia, the wine knowledge versus the service that the Guild of Sommeliers focus on.
Sure.
So those who have Netflix or access to purchase DVDs, people still do
Somm.
that. Apparently, they still do purchase DVDs.
What?
There's a very good documentary called Somm.
Is that going to be in a red box?
No, it won't be in a red box.
Nope.
And then there's also a follow-up which came out maybe 6 months ago or so.
Psalm
called-
2, The Destroyer.
Close. Somm Into the Bottle. Which the first Somm focuses on 4 individuals going through the Sommelier Master of Sommelier program.
That was intense.
which is
Just
the-
to watch other people
Yeah.
do this thing.
which is the highest level you can go through in the Guild of Sommeliers. So they have, similar to the WSET, which has 4 levels, the Sommelier program has 4 levels as well. Kind of an introductory, a certified, advanced, and then master sommelier. And then of the master sommeliers, there's very few in the world. And to pass that test is highly
Excruciating.
intensive. Like, you have to dedicate yourself to that big time. But the sommelier program focuses a little less on the I would say more kind of the sciencey bit behind it, and more of the storytelling aspect of it. Because as a sommelier, you come to the table and you want to be able to tell a story to the restaurant patrons of the wine I'm serving you is from East Bank Bordeaux, and there they only do XYZ type of
And they
production
have a border
style.
collie named Skip.
Exactly.
Except he's French, so he says Le Skip.
Les skip. So the sommelier program is a bit more focused on that. Beyond that, on the WSET, so there's 4 levels, and it's actually considered the 4th level of the WSET is more difficult than the Master of Wine test.
In terms of just the wine knowledge?
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah. And then beyond
Hey,
that...
I just named my own movie about my journey into wine.
Ugh.
Get some.
Get
Ooh,
some.
I like that.
TM. Nobody take it.
Come get some.
Damn.
Ooh.
Come
Get some of this. You want some of this?
You want some?
You want
Come get some.
Yeah, that's good.
Come get some. You want some of this? And then
Everybody wants some.
everybody. I'm seeing like a whole
Yeah.
series of mini documentaries.
Problem is the som part. I'm just gonna be a spectator who drinks. Not really certified. But I support you both. And I also want to say you could fail miserably and I will still support you both.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
We could fail miserably.
We could walk in there and be like,
Because-
oh, we have a podcast where we talk about wine and Star Wars. We're good at we're not good at this.
Like, good luck, rest of you, making a dick joke about wine.
Yeah.
How about that test?
I'm pretty sure that is one of the
Good
tests.
Spontaneous dick jokes. All right, go.
Coat to bone, coat my bone.
You guys are gonna be awesome at that.
I think I stole that from you.
I'm about to Shiraz all over the place.
Oh.
Disgorgement.
So beyond the WSET and the Sommelier program, there's also a higher level of lunatics called the Masters of Wine. And if you go through WSET and if you go through the 4th level, the next step, if you want to continue on with this craziness, would be the Master of Wine program. And the only way into it is via invitation.
Whoa.
So it's
So it's a little like that Nicole Kidman Tom Cruise movie with the cloaks. Secret room.
what's that?
Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
Chris Isaac.
So the Master of Wine program, to ultimately pass the Master of Wine program, is really essentially a 3-year process. Point being that there's multiple different levels of wine education out there that available. If the listeners have some interest in wine education but don't want to have to learn how to serve a bottle of wine to people, the WSET is the program for you, which is essentially why Jason and I are doing it.
We just want the wine nerd knowledge.
Exactly.
Without the
We don't want to serve assholes.
Sophistication.
We just want to know about it and drink it ourselves.
Exactly. But if you want to have a more focus on, if you actually want to work in the wine service industry, where restaurants would be the prime example, the guild program would be for you. And if you're a straight up lunatic and you want to dedicate your life to wine, the Master of Wine program would be for you. Again, only available by invitation. So you essentially have to pass the WSET top of your class type of thing.
Do you know
and the
anybody?
Masters of Wine is, it's very few.
400 people in the whole world,
Yeah.
which is
That's
very
crazy. There's more billionaires on the planet than there are masters of wine, aren't there?
Wow, probably.
I don't know how
think
many
that's
billionaires
true.
are, but
Probably,
that's
it sounds
probably
right.
true.
Yeah. I mean, I just said it, so it's probably true.
Yeah. Done.
Alternative facts, hashtag.
And it's
2017.
If you said
man.
it on a microphone.
Oop, I take it back. Less than 400, 350.
Wow.
it's getting
Definitely more billionaires
more and
than
more
masters
exclusive.
of wine.
So that's considered the highest level of wine education really throughout the industry, which leads us to, we're going to have
Special guest.
super special guest, schedules permitting.
A special lady.
We're going to make this work. Jennifer Simonetti, which if anyone
Hello.
has...
Hello.
Hi.
Hello?
If anyone has studied wine, you are familiar with her...
She has the great courses. I think all of the great courses on wine are Jennifer.
Hello.
She has a wine. She has a couple books out. She has a new one coming out about rosé, which Jason will not stop talking about. Which actually will come out in around April. Which, when we hope to have her on, will be around that time. She also has a book out there called The 1 Minute Wine Master, which is a very good book as well.
That's a good title.
Yeah, because and she's very much of our ilk. If you follow her on Twitter, Jedi Wine Master.
Hello.
When we started this show, we thought we might be too niche. Wine, people like wine. Star Wars,
People like Star Wars.
people like Star Wars. But when you put that Venn diagram together,
Right.
There's 7.
there's 7 people.
And we're 4 of them.
are right here. Jennifer is
And
one
our
of the
numbers
others.
prove it.
Yep. And she found us. I don't know how but she found us. Back to the Future. She found us on Twitter, and we've connected. And she has been actually, for myself, she's been a good resource. She does a live stream on Twitch once or twice a week, health permitting. She got pretty sick for a while, but not cancer sick. I didn't. She just had like
You went too
pneumonia
far.
or something.
A
like
shitty cold.
What everybody's had.
That. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the holiday season.
crud.
Blah. Where was I going with this?
Florida?
No.
Jamaica?
What was I talking
She's
about?
helped you on Twitch.
Oh, yes. So she actually gave me the encouragement to enroll in the WSET program. So I sent her some information via Twitter and said, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. What are your opinions? And she vouched for the program and said it's a great way to get into it. So thank you, Jennifer. And we'll have you on the show soon.
Thanks
I'm
for
really
making us
excited
spend a
about
whole
that.
bunch of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be said as well for the WSET program or the Guild program. It's not cheap. You are investing in your wine knowledge.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you think about what a college credit costs these days, I don't think it's unreasonable.
Or what,
at all.
what is
what
it?
a
I
case
have
of
no
wine
idea.
costs these days.
So what we're doing a 3-day program for the level 2. So there's 2 days of education, instructor-led classes, which I would assume is 6 to 8 hours. And then we have a 1-hour test. And then and within that, it's multiple choice. And then we do some blind tasting as well. It's $600 for that program.
Whoa.
Which, if you break it down for 3 days, is $200 a day. They give you wine to taste. They educate you on all that, and then you get the certification at the end of it. It leads you on the next step
Yeah.
of your
Which is the crack, right?
crack. Yes. Well, yeah. WSA2
SA3.
they give you different types of crack, and you have to smoke the crack.
This meth was made in a trailer outside of
wait.
Tempe.
Yeah, this is definitely Arkan crack.
I'm picking up Northern Florida. Northern Florida.
Tampa. Got a little Tampa on the nose.
Maybe Jacksonville. I could be
You
wrong.
guys, I'm sure Tampa's really nice. I'm sorry I said that.
But Jacksonville.
Or Tempe. I'm sorry I said that. It could easily be Madison.
If anyone is interested in out there, we'll kind of give you our feedback on what it's like to go through the program and our experiences throughout that. So
That's cool.
that's that.
Yeah.
I'm really
jealous
excited
you
about
guys
it.
are doing it.
You
I'm
did
happy
say you
for
were a little jelly.
I'm a little jelly.
I'm excited to have a little bit of formal knowledge. Like, we've done a lot of research over the time we've been,
And by research, you mean drinking.
Yeah, we've done some truly deep learning, but this is like
More
all right,
focused.
formalized, focused learning.
Right.
And as I was kind of going through the text, I was like, all right, I know all this, but
More or
I
less,
want
yeah.
to get in it. Get in it.
Get all up in it.
Yeah.
Focus on the Jedi wine training.
Yeah. That's great. I'm glad. I can't wait to hear what happens.
I think you're gonna get straight A's in the Zen
Oh my
course.
God. Get it together, Anne.
As long as it's
Amy!
as long as it's Zen, I am in the know.
Yes. That's why you're gonna be like golden boy for Zen.
So speaking of Jedi wine training,
Yes. Has everybody seen this?
No?
No,
What is
but
this?
I recognize
from
Woody
the
Harrelson.
cockpit of the Millennium Falcon when they're shooting the new Han Solo
prequel.
prequel.
Woody Harrelson's in Star Wars?
Yeah. and
Do you
look at the
remember
guy
when
on the
That dude got in Star
right-
Wars?
Look at the guy on the right.
Do you remember when he was on Cheers?
Oh, that's Glover.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Not Crispin.
No.
Nope.
Not Danny.
His
Nope.
first name.
Donald.
Community.
Donald Glover, yeah.
Yep.
He is playing, he's not a star system, he's a man.
Yeah.
Lando.
Landau.
Oh,
So this
how
is
awesome.
the
Is
principal
that?
photography has begun on the Han Solo prequel movie, which is slated for release.
Are one of those people Daisy?
No.
Where's Daisy?
We don't know any
No,
of these
that's
other
episode
people.
8.
And cannot get her mind wrapped around the fact that there's
Different movies.
different movies around the Star Wars universe.
Episode 8 happens
But where's Daisy?
probably 45, 50 years after this happens.
This is
I
a
don't
prequel.
understand why Daisy and JJ aren't in everything forever.
JJ's out.
And
I'm with
I
you,
know
Anne.
that, but I still think Chewie, Daisy, JJ. That
And
should be a
BB-8.
movie.
And BB-8.
And BB-8. That should be the movie.
Well,
Done.
three
and
out-
Leia, and also
maybe
Leia
Finn.
with real
And
Carrie
Poe.
Fisher and Poe, obviously. Obviously Poe.
The one that comes out this
movie
year.
ever. If
in
only there was a movie that
2017.
had all of them in it.
I don't think our Star Wars podcast can be about Star Wars anymore.
Because I didn't even listen to what you're saying. What is this? Is this a sequel to the other one?
This is like explaining like things to your grandma.
English 101.
Like, well, grandma, I don't know. Spider-Man can shoot webs. He got bit by a radioactive spider, and he can shoot webs out of his hand. Grandma, he's Spider-Man. He's the Spider-Man.
But he's a teenage boy.
You know, he loves Aunt May,
and he's dealing with, teenage problems as well as saving the
the
world.
world. He's got enemies,
And I've got these weird white web things that just keep shooting out of my body.
he's trying to figure it out. He's got crawl up walls. He doesn't know.
It's a metaphor for a boy coming into himself as a teenager.
It's so gross.
The idea of Wine Wars was that you could be new to wine and learn. And I'm going to say new to new Star Wars.
Yes.
Some of us know old Star Wars just fine, but Woody Harrelson's staring at me right now. I don't know what the fuck that's about, and I'm not going to be criticized for it because that's wrong.
We don't know that yet.
So this is a cast photo from the set of the Han Solo prequel movie. So this is Han Solo coming up.
So here's what I see.
Who's
I
Han?
see a lovely lady with a bold red lip. Awesome.
Bold red lip.
She looks like the chick from
This is Daenerys Targaryen
the what?
from Game of Thrones.
Emilia
Mother of Dragons.
Clark.
Yes.
Oh, and also
She looks
from
weird with bangs.
Lyndall Hamilton.
And she doesn't have
from-
blonde hair either.
She was Sarah Connor from New Terminator, right?
Oh, I'm not sure on that.
And I
a
like
nice
the
one.
nerdy guy with the sweater and the plaid.
Yep, I like him a lot. Who's that?
I don't. I'm not sure.
More
Is the
of
girl with
that.
the red lips the girl from the?
No. I know what you're thinking of, but no.
It's not.
40-year-old virgin.
And then I like
No.
the Glover guy.
Oh, it is. Yeah, that's yeah.
Two broke girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not her. So, yeah, I get a weird vibe from this photo.
I feel like it's a bunch of people like when you go to like a theme park and you get picture taken with
Yeah.
Mickey. That's what this looks
Well,
like.
obviously they're very excited, very happy to be on set.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson, my theory is that he's essentially Han's mentor, right? Like, so
Oh, like he was in.
Smoko doobie. You hold it like this. not like
he's learning
that.
his scoundrel
No.
ways.
from Woody, exactly.
Oh, he's gonna be
What's
like the deadbeat
movie
drunkle
with the Jennifer chick with Woody Harrelson?
Hunger Games.
Games. That's the same
Yeah.
role he played there.
Essentially, yeah, which
Yeah.
kind of bugs me, but he is good in that role.
He does play Swarmy
Yeah.
pretty well.
Like he is that kind of character, that Han Solo.
I
Like,
actually like Woody
Zero
Harrelson.
FG.
I like him
even-
in Hunger Games.
Which is so weird because he was so innocent on Cheers, and he turned into this like
well, that was 35 years
yeah,
ago.
but he went from hometown Iowa boy to the swarmy character.
He was also in that great zombie movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Very good.
a great movie.
Yes.
Zombieland.
So good.
But this photo, I get like a Doctor Who vibe from this photo. Something about it just feels very...
Maybe like the nerd
Yeah, the nerd in the
in a
But that's the-
spaceship.
is that
That's
the
a
sweater?
hot nerd, though. I'm going to take it. Pro.
The blue hoodie that Woody is wearing.
Yeah, Woody
Woody's
couldn't even-
hoodie.
he just rolled out a better... Oh, we're taking a photo? Okay.
That's super
no, but
Woody.
it's like the same
He
shade
could
of
have at
blue
least
that
gone with a red lip. Am I
Yeah.
right?
What's that?
What?
No, I literally didn't hear what you said.
I was making a red lip joke.
Oh,
Okay.
I was
Chick
just-
next to it and put in a little effort is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
And Chewie doesn't look quite right.
Well, it's because
He
he's
looks-
pissed off. He's like, I don't know who these fuckers are.
We're going to have to get over the
Clark.
fact that it's not going to be the same Chewie as it has ever
I
been.
missed Chewie already.
It is the same physical Chewie in that it's the same costume. It's a different actor.
He doesn't look
have the same
right.
mannerisms.
No.
What do you mean?
If it's a different
He's going to
body
be like
in
the
there,
side eye. What is that?
Well, the Millennium Falcon
He
cockpit's
looks
very
more like a
small.
Sasquatch.
Well, it's also... we probably will see the Millennium Falcon in better shape.
Oh, that's kind of fun. That's fun.
I'd like to
'Cause-
see it when it's clean.
I'm not criticizing this photo.
And
I like it.
And Chewie may not even be in the whole film, and they may meet later on, halfway through or something.
You don't know.
Who knows? Anne?
I don't.
It could be the
obviously,
story
I
of
don't
how
know.
they meet. It probably is the story of how they meet.
I think I'd like this photo a lot more if they were not wearing modern clothes.
That's true. If they were in costume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Much like how all of the Harry Potters pissed me off after the first one.
Because this just looks
Why
like...
were they always in normal clothes? Wear your goddamn cloak if you're a fucking wizard.
This kind of just looks like this dude in the bottom left just had a selfie stick and held it out, and they took a picture themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks like we went to Disney World and got our picture taken
Kind
with
of
Mickey
adorable.
Mouse.
I'm intrigued.
I'm not saying
I'm
that I
open.
don't like it. I'm just saying that's what it looks like. But if they were all in
Yeah.
their costumes, then it would make me excited about the movie.
You do know that Han Solo is going to get the Millennium Falcon from Lando Calrissian in this movie. That's going to be fun.
I want it fair and square.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. So I think you'll like this more than you like the Rogue One.
I do too. I already can
Because
tell.
that's
I
at
will.
least based with characters that you don't know.
And I can accept that it's not the real Han because it's that much earlier.
Right.
And it won't be some CGI layout.
Was that your
so
Chewie
do you
impression?
think Han is going to be the dude in the middle?
That is Han.
Yep. That is him.
Okay.
That is the guy they cast.
All right.
All right.
But
that's
that is
fun.
That is slated for release late spring of 2018.
Yeah. So this year, 2017, we actually get episode 8.
When did we start
The Last
doing
Jedi.
stuff for that?
We'll probably get a teaser trailer within the next few months.
Yeah. They have already put out
Maybe around your birthday.
They put out toy boxes with them in their
New images of
images.
Daisy.
Oh, that's fun.
There's a great little meme going out there, or meme video going out there where I think it might be Daisy's boyfriend who walks in and is like, we're not going to ask you any more questions. I'm not going to ask you any more questions, but these guys have questions. And it's like all these great actors asking her questions
About the plot.
about the plot.
Oh, that's cool. That's out right now?
Yeah.
I wanna
I'm not
see
gonna
that.
spoil. I won't spoil it.
Okay.
So there's an image of the packaging.
Great.
So Daisy's
Great.
Her hair is longer, so it shows
She looks like
time
Qui-Gon.
passed.
Oh my God, is that?
She does.
Is that Poe?
Yeah, Poe
Poe's
will be in
left.
it. Yes. And it
What's
definitely.
under the mask, Poe?
Daisy looks
face?
intense.
Yeah.
Well, she's possibly the Last Jedi.
Yeah.
However, here was a new thing that came out. So the labeling of the Last Jedi was released in other countries, and it
Yeah.
was confirmed that it's plural.
It's plural.
Last Jedis.
No, it's the Last Jedi.
Jedi
Jedi
is
means
like
Oh.
It's
Plural.
like deer. Could be one or 1,000.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
so. It's about the last group of
Like
Jedi.
asparagus. These are good asparagus.
Fungi.
No, just go with it, Scott. Just
I'm
nod.
Octopi.
I'm with you. But you're changing the letters. It's different. But yeah, so that'll come out December of this year, and then 4 or 5 months after that, we'll get the Han Solo movie.
Cool.
Oh,
Cool.
and then we have to
Something will
wait
be
a really
December.
long time. But still, we're gonna
New
get
reasons to live,
Spring.
Wisconsin in February,
woo.
March. Ugh.
Which I kind of I would like for them to just keep releasing them in December.
It gives you the appropriate amount of time to be apparently angry.
To get over your anger.
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah, why are you looking at Anne? She loves all the movies equally.
Yeah.
I would. The last one just wasn't good.
Scott, I watched it again. I loved it.
It comes out on DVD in like a month.
Great.
Yep. Oh, well, have fun watching it by yourself.
Can you feel the love, listeners?
I'll be watching Shark Tank.
I know. I will.
All right.
I'll probably be watching Shark Tank.
So listeners, what do you think about the photos of the Han Solo prequel?
Whisper your response to Wine Wars Podcast at gmail.com.
She does have a blue saber.
She's
She's using it.
Yeah.
She's like,
Spoiler
this thing
alert.
freaking rocked. I'm not giving this
Well,
away.
that might imply Luke never picks it back up.
Oh my God.
Why would he?
He's
got
like,
he's
"Nah,
got his
you
green
use
one.
it."
He's cool. Wait, does he? He threw it down the chamber.
Yeah, it probably blew up on the Death Star on Jedi, yeah. And then he would have to rebuild one. So
Maybe he made it out of twigs on that mountain.
Maybe it's camouflage.
you just can't see it, like my hunting outfit.
Camouflage saber.
All right.
Okay. So that's my
That's all
Wine Wars
speculation.
podcast for this week. Follow us on
Thanks.
Stitcher. I'm blank.
Twitter, at Wine Wars Podcast on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook.
What's the main way you can listen to it on a podcast?
iTunes.
Please leave a review like Jim Wiz has done.
Yeah, Jim Wiz.
Thanks, Jim Wiz.
On iTunes. And also, please click a star rating. That helps us as well. 5 stars would be preferred.
1 star, you might as well stay home.
I'm going to call it right there. Until next time, listeners, please remember...
It's just grape juice.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wine Wars.